Okay, guys, could I just ask you to introduce yourselves and explain your roles at Santa Monica Studio?
Sure. Hi, my name is Jonathan Hawkins. I'm a senior designer at Sony Santa Monica. I do level layouts, puzzle designs, platforming sections, boss battles, game tuning, so coming up with fight scenarios, checkpoints, health chests, magic chests, save points, kind of making the moment-to-moment gameplay, making sure that's fun, and the pacing and tuning of the game.
And my name is Bruno Velazquez, and I'm the lead in-game animator. And what that means is basically I'm in charge of supervising all the animation that it's involved with the combat, so like all the moves that the character Kratos can perform, as well as the enemies that you fight and the boss battles. So anything that's outside of the cinematics, basically.
Very good. Okay, and so Jonathan, you've been involved with the franchise from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Has the roadmap culminating in God of War 3 panned out in the way the team had planned from the start?
I don't know if the highway was completely drawn from the beginning, but I think that as a team, at least for myself personally, I think I'm very proud and happy to say that I've been able to work on all three titles. I think we've done a good job of kind of keeping and maintaining the essence of Kratos and of the franchise, and we've been able to kind of take it to a new level each time, with a new director each time, and kind of and making hopefully the best experience for the player. And I hope God of War 3 was able to provide that for everybody.
So, how do you take a franchise that is well known for establishing certain gameplay conventions such as God of War and keep it relevant in this latest generation?
I think it's important to kind of self-reflect and analyze and look at kind of what you've done and what you've done right and what you've done wrong as well, and kind of keep your mind open, play a lot of games, kind of check out other franchises, and do the best that you can, and always try to keep the player in mind is my kind of my rule. I have a little a kid I imagine that I designed for in my head, the inner child in myself, I guess, and I always want to make sure that I'm making the best experience for that imaginary kid.
Okay, and so Bruno, you're involved with the animations.
Yes.
How does your team come up with the ideas for some of the more brutal animations that Kratos uses to dispatch his enemies?
Well, it's definitely a team effort. We get the group of guys that's going to be working on that particular character, and along with the director, and we just sit down and kind of come up with these ideas of how is Kratos going to dispatch of his enemies. There's definitely certain ways that Kratos will do it. He's very direct and straightforward. So he'll just, a great example in the game is the Helios head rip. He just grabs, he needs that head to make progress in the game, so he's just gonna, just use his hands to do it. So basically, and also at the same time, this is the third game, so we had the challenge of basically not repeating ourselves, because there's so many different kills that had been in the first and second game. So this time around, we had to, brainstorm a lot. A good example is the Chimera, the creature that has a snake, lion, and goat head, in which Kratos, snaps one of the horns off and uses it as a weapon against the creature. So we always had to come up with those kind of ideas to keep it fresh and not get monotonous.
So Kratos, he's something of an anti-hero. What was the intention with the way in which the player identifies with Kratos?
Well, I don't know if we intended the player to necessarily identify with Kratos themselves, but I think our goal was to create this experience in which the character could, basically be in Kratos' shoes, because he's such a, his character is almost despicable, and that's something that normally is not present in most games. Most of the main characters are heroes, and this case is an anti-hero. So we want to provide the character this kind of experience of how it would be to be Kratos, and therefore all the actions and all those, all the violence and kills that he performs are driven through his character and through the story. And if we were making the game about a different type of character, then perhaps he wouldn't commit those kills in such a way.
Okay. I read mention in another interview about the possibility of motion control in God of War 3. Now that further details of PlayStation Move have been revealed, are you able to tell us anything more about how an existing game like God of War 3 will factor into this?
Well, we haven't necessarily delved too far into that, as we've been focusing on creating God of War 3 just with the controller. But I think that the Move provides an interesting opportunity and another kind of creative outlet to incorporate into the mechanics of the game, and maybe potentially in the future we might go on the route and kind of explore those types of options.
And I was at the GDC in San Francisco at the press conference when they unveiled the game, so I had a chance to kind of play with it, and I like the game and where the sword and shield, and also the other demo where they showed the street fight, you're boxing. So I thought, as an animator, I thought that was kind of cool. This movement, controlled by the player. So I could see how once we get those tools in our studio, maybe we can play around with them and figure something cool.
Okay, so we all know that God of War 3 has experienced exceptional critical acclaim so far. What's the plan now for Santa Monica Studios? Is it a well-deserved break, or is it back to the daily grind?
It's a well-deserved break right now, and hopefully, when we get back, we're gonna hit the ground running, come in with some new creative stuff. But for now, we're just kind of enjoying our break and being thankful for the opportunity to come down here and meet all the gamers here and kind of spread the good word of God of War 3 and just in kind of enjoying ourselves for now.
And this being our first PS3 game, obviously we developed a lot of new technology for God of War 3, so we have a good engine in place. So definitely, all I can say is stay tuned. We definitely gonna use that technology for something else.